So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat, and we are live. Yes, everyone. So welcome to Boxing Media Hub. And yes, there is a familiar face with us. Surely everyone knows who he is by now. Surely. It's Josh Padley. How you doing, Josh?
Good, mate. Happy to be here.
Honestly, I really appreciate your time. And what a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been a crazy 10 days or something like that now. Like I say, it's only just settling in what actually happened, and it's actually really almost felt like a bit of a dream for the first week or so. Like I say, world title shot, and then such a good response from the public and media on the back of it. And it's, like I say, a few times I've popped into group chat with lads saying, "Is this actually happening?" Like I say, it's been a long road to get here. And it sort of happened within a week, going from a relatively unknown boxer to someone that quite a few people know. So yeah, it's been the good come up.
And let's be perfectly honest, Turkey Al-Sheikh has always said, hasn't he, be ready. And this just shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. There's always the rumor of obviously winner stays on. And obviously after the fight in September at Wembley, I almost thought that weren't the case, and we sort of just got sidelined a little bit. And then long behold, a random Tuesday night, the phone rings, and it's like I say, it's the offer that everybody dreams of getting. And next thing I know, I'm on a plane to Saudi.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate, 100%. And Sam has jumped in. He's put, yes, Josh, I was out in Riyadh supporting you, bro.
Yeah,
and trust me, he hasn't stopped banging on about it.
No, I did see Sam, to be fair. We were at I think it was after the weigh-in, and we were like getting shipped about on little golf buddies, golf cart things, and I'm sure he was shouting. I've done an interview with Sam before, and I'm sure I recognised him saying, "Josh, come over here," but it was a bit of a chaos.
Mate, you know when you've made it when you're driving around in golf buggies, do you know what I mean?
It was unreal. Like I say, I've been involved in 2 Riyadh season events now, and they do things very different. Like I say, I'd gone from Leeds small hall banqueting suite, then to Wembley, and then to Riyadh. It's been like I say, I'm grateful, and like I say, thanks for Turkey to getting me them opportunities. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, no, 100%. Raz put evening, and Jams put big up Joel and Josh Padley. What a few weeks for the man. Well deserved, Josh. Legend, Josh. Legend doesn't get thrown around that often, mate. I'll take that.
No, like I say, once obviously the fight were over, the first 24 hours were a bit of pill for me to swallow. As obviously being a fighter, I was a bit gutted that I didn't get the decision. I'd gone out there to try and do, like I say, the unthinkable, and actually try and get the victory rather than just go out there to take part. I wanted to bring that belt back. So it were a bit gutting for the first 24 hours or so, but then, like I say, I've had so much support off the back of it, and media and, like I say, public behind me. It's been overwhelming. And, like I say, I'm very thankful of it.
But let's be perfectly honest. You didn't go there just to make up the numbers anyway, based on your performance. Let's be honest. You went in there and you threw as much as you could. You gave everything you had. We're talking about Shakur Stevenson as well here, Josh. He's like one of the ones, isn't he, that everyone goes on about. And you put him on the back foot. You gave him the best you got. And surely you're happy with your performance in a way. A lot of people had written you off, hadn't they?
Yeah, I haven't watched the performance back yet. I'm not quite ready for that. But a few of my friends and stuff have watched it since, and sort of said, Josh, there's nothing not to be happy about given the circumstances and stuff. And there's you can see that there is success that you could have obviously built upon given if you had a full camp, etc. But they said there's nothing to be ashamed of, whatever. But I'll give it a few more weeks before I watch that one back yet.
Yeah. Me and Jam did a live watch along on it, and
Yeah.
we were literally screaming at the telly, mate. We were I was loving every minute of it. I'm not going to lie. It was
Yeah.
almost like, come on, mate. You just every time you thought he's pinning Josh back, the body shots and the combinations that you were throwing. But I know it was hurting because you said it was the body shots. You know, the conditioning of late notice, and he just kept catching you, didn't he, in that same spot, and it was an absolute nightmare. But I thought you were brilliant, mate. To be perfectly honest, I loved it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, well, like obviously, when he were punching me to the head, he was sort of wincing, you know, because he's got the bad hands. They were wincing and pulling faces. I thought this was all right because they're not. Obviously, I was getting tagged, but they weren't doing any. I wasn't getting dazed or anything from them. And I thought this is all right. And then he started banging me to the body, and I thought that's not all right. And then
Yeah.
he started. And then obviously he's such an accurate puncher. He was just landing on the spots perfect every time. And then before you know it, my legs started to give up. So my body weren't even letting me trying to absorb the shot. It just tagged me and my legs I'd be on the floor and I'd be like, that's why I was getting frustrated because I knew that the punches to the head weren't super hard. But then when the body shots were coming, I had no, it was just the conditioning were there that my body weren't letting me absorb them. It were just dropping me to the floor. And then I were able to get back up and he'd get me bang on sweet spot again. And it'd be like, this is crap.
As you
But
know, when you know that something's working, though, as you know, you stick at it, don't you? Because you know
yeah.
you are getting somewhere.
Yeah, well, there were. I think when, like I say, I think his corner could see that he were making faces and they were like doing things to sort of prove that his hands were and after hitting me in head. So they were like, go to the body, and then obviously when he did that were my downfall after that. But nah, like I say, all in all, I think I proved that, like I say, I've got the heart to stay in there. Just like I say, shame on conditioning, but what can you do on 4 days' notice? We had about an hour's training for him whilst we were in Saudi. So as far as preparation goes for a guy like Shakur, obviously it's not an hour's not ideal, is it?
Whereas you say that short notice with a guy who's been listed as one of the elite fighters out there at the moment, and you've gone 9 rounds and given back. Honestly, mate, watch the performance. You will realise how good you were. We were so chuffed that A, you had the opportunity to shine, and B, you did. You might not have had the outcome or what you wanted out of it, but I tell you, look at what you have got out of it. You know, that's the glory side of it, isn't it? You know, the signing with Matchroom, um, you know,
Yeah, well
phoning
that's
your
it.
boss. How many people get
Yeah,
the opportunity to phone their boss and jack their job in, mate?
yeah, that was a nice phone call. Like I say, that was the first phone call Monday. We knew we had a comeback fight. With Matchroom anyway, because we got that in the contract before we went out, because we knew it was going to be a tall order, and we didn't want to lose the position that we had. Obviously, we took the risk against Chamberlain last year, and we didn't want to lose that position because we were ranked quite highly in quite a few of the governing bodies. And like I say, we was out without a major promoter, so we got a comeback fight in there just in case, and then. Um, like I say, I thought I rang my boss Monday and said I'm going to pack in. I says I've got a comeback fight, so I'm going to put everything into this one. And then a couple hours after that, Matchroom were on the phone saying, "We know you've got a comeback fight, but what would you think to building that into a multi-fight deal with ourselves, and we'll treat you as one of our own fighters and build you back up. We can obviously see that you've obviously got um, something about you from getting the Chamberlain win, and then combine that with obviously the heart that you've sort of shown." Against Shakur on late notice, we give you a full camp and we get behind you. We think you can do things in the sport, and we think we can do something together. So it was perfect outcome for me in the end.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate. Well deserved. And Håkan in Sweden, big up Joel and Josh. Ra's going to jump straight in, mate. Who's next? Noakes? Question mark. After being in with Shakur, can't be afraid of anything. And the other name that's obviously pinged around as well is Maxi Hughes, isn't it? That
Yeah,
we've in
the
May.
that won't be happening. The Maxi Hughes offer actually come on to us 2 weeks prior to getting the Shakur fight,
Right.
um, which the lowballed us, and we were in negotiations with it, and we thought Max is a good fighter, and we thought we were worth a lot more than what they were trying to offer. Um, and then obviously we were still kind of thinking about it, and then obviously the Shakur fight come along, and that's when afterwards I think they did it as a bit of a PR stunt to say they've officially sent an offer. I
Yeah,
think they were just trying to jump on the back of the hype of what the media had created around me. But things have changed now. Obviously, I'm with Matchroom. I'm putting my hands in there, putting my career in their hands. They've got a plan. We're going to step down a few levels for the next one, just to get back to winning ways.
hmm
Like I say, it's not even a case of me being scared of jumping in anyone. I think if I've jumped in with Chamberlain at 140 and then Shakur on 4 days' notice, I think I've
yeah.
proved the fact that I ain't scared who it is. Do you know what I mean? It's just now I've got somebody behind me, and it's about progressing my career correctly to be able to get to them big titles and stuff. So, like I say, putting full faith in Matchroom. When we were out in Belfast with them at the weekend, they've had a little plan. So news coming very very soon on that side of it, which is good. Straight back in there.
So you obviously know who you've got next.
I don't know the opponent as of yet. There's a few names flying about. We've been given a date to work towards, which announcements are coming very very soon.
You've got very good at this, I tell you.
Uh,
But you, I bet everyone's been asking you anyway, haven't they? To be honest, Josh.
you know what? Before the Wembley card, I'd done 4 interviews my entire career. And then obviously Wembley were a whirlwind of obviously Riyadh season, interview after interview, and then obviously back over to this. So I'm getting better at the interview side of things, but it's not my strongest suit. But yeah, all will be revealed very soon.
No, that's
Like
cool,
you
mate.
say,
That's cool.
come down a couple of levels, get back to winning ways, and then I'll be looking to chomp some of these titles. We're still undecided whether we're going to keep pursuing lightweight or move down to super feather.
Yeah. No, fair enough, mate. And like Jam said, after you beat Turkey's favourite, Mark Chamberlain, his self-proclaimed favourite, wasn't it? At
Yeah,
Wembley, I knew he'd bring you back into the big time. You know,
yeah.
and yeah, congratulations, Josh, signing for Matchroom Boxing. Imagine what you could do with a full camp focused on the one opponent. You versus Noakes would be fire. They all want it, mate. They all want it.
I really do.
Evening all, big up, Josh. We're all proud of you, and trust me when I say you have US fans too. Well done. And yeah, how have the family taken your newfound fame? I bet they're all buzzing for you as you seem a true gentleman.
It's been weird. It's obviously I've been going to get like stuff from shop, and people have been like pointing at me. And when I got off the plane, at Manchester, I was just walking through by myself, and there were a load of builders at Manchester Airport working, and they were like, "You're that electrician." I said, "Yeah, that's me." All got a little picture and that, but it's nice to like say I've been a pro 6 years now. Boxing just on small all shows other than the last two. So without a major promoter, just jumping on whatever shows I can. So it's nice that now people are giving me that recognition because I've grafted hard to be in this position.
Here is an interesting one. Based on what you've seen recently, does Shakur beat Tank?
I've had this a few times. If he can stay away from Tank, yeah, and I mean he's got the skill set to do it. But it's just a big question mark on Tank's power in it. He's obviously
Yeah,
got that one shot switch off power. Um, it's just one of them matchups that needs to happen because you're just going to go around in circles saying who's going to beat it.
yeah, no, definitely. Great card, Hawkan. Can't wait to see Belter back at it. Will you be there to support Josh at the Doncaster in May?
Yes, I'll be there. Obviously, we've got Terry, who's a fellow gym mate.
Yeah,
We've got Jimmy Joe Flint, who's a fellow gym mate, and we've got Lewis Sylvester, fellow gym mate. All in big fights on that card. So I will be supporting.
no, 100%, mate. And bought yourself a new car? If so, which?
Not yet.
You don't want to
The
talk
little
about
old,
cars at the moment.
yeah, the little old Ford Transit Connect with 125,000 still on drive at minute. No,
Mate,
no new car as of yet.
mate, just keep being you, mate. Keep being you. I can't wait to see Padley again. This is a billionaire boxing club.
For sure.
Yeah, it was good to see you on comms and scoring the Crocker versus Paddy fight. Let's go, says billionaire. Good showing against Secure. Yeah, I think it says it all, mate. I think the people
Yeah,
have spoken.
a lot of positive comments, which is nice to see. Like you say, especially coming off a loss, it's good to see it, and I'm excited, like I say, to prove what I'm about when I have a full camp, because I haven't actually done a full camp off work at lightweight yet, which is interesting enough. Because like I say, the Chamberlain fight got moved to super featherweight 4 weeks out, so I'm excited to see how I perform.
So, how many times are you looking to getting out this year, or is it just a case of give it a Matchroom and go with it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm 30 this year, so like I say, a good 5 years left in the sport. So if I dedicate next 5 years of my life, I might be able to change it forever. So that's my mindset at the minute. Is I'll be substituting lads' holidays and stuff like that now. It's all systems go with Matchroom. And like I say, I've worked hard to get in a position, and this is where I wanted to be, is get signed with Matchroom, and that's where I am. So it's just all about performing now and proving what type of fighter I am, and like I say, and keep impressing everybody who's got behind me.
Yeah. No, someone's put on here, Padley, are you religious or something? You must feel blessed.
No religion, no, but like I say, I do feel blessed. Somebody is definitely, like I said, looking over me. But like I say, it has been 6 years of fighting on small hall shows, not getting paid. Like I say, my wages from my electrical job were paying my boxing sometimes. Like I say, I've been on strictly only ticket deals.
Yeah.
Getting like £100 for a fight. Sometimes I've took £80 home for some fights, and I've took nothing home for some fights. So it's been a long road to get here, but like I say, it's finally paid off from being true and disciplined at sport. Like I say, and staying ready whenever. It is finally paid off, and now in a big position that I need to make the most of it.
Yeah, no, honestly, mate, 100%. And as I say, you fully deserve it. I think you've already changed it forever, bro. Says Jam, and fantastic performances against Mark and Shakur. Have you set any targets now? But obviously, one step at a time, as you were saying. Let's one fight at a time and see how it goes. You're a true inspiration story, and makes us all believe that with hard work and dedication, people can make it to the big time. For that, we salute you, Josh. So on that one, mate, I don't think I can trump that. I'm going to be perfectly
No,
honest.
no,
I
it
think
sums it up. That, yeah, it does sum it up.
you're an absolute diamond, mate. And I wish you all the best, and your family as well. And
Appreciate it.
honestly, you really are an inspiration. You know,
No, well,
and the amount of
once
times I've wanted to phone me boss, but you know, I haven't really got that behind me to.
you stay ready. Get you never
I'll just
know,
keep it
might
in my head. Keep it in my head.
be.
But
No, like I say, news coming soon, so I'll be back on. Maybe once the fight news has dropped, and talk, like I say, what about the fight and what the future potentially holds.
yeah, no, congratulations and all your future endeavours, Josh. What a man. The boxing world is behind you. So yeah, Josh,
No,
thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate
no,
your time. And as I say, you've definitely made a fan
yeah,
out of a lot
no.
of people. There's a lot of people out there who are supporting you. Is there anything you'd like to say to?
No, like I say, thanks for having me on, and big up to everybody who has got behind me and shown me support. I appreciate it, and I've said it before and I'll say it again: the best is yet to come. Stay tuned.
No, thank you very much, Josh. Stay in touch, and we'll have a catch up soon when,
Definitely.
as you say, back to winning ways and doing what you do best, and get yourself back to that level that you belong at. So you deserve everything you get, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll speak soon.
Yeah, take care, Josh. Thank you.
Bye bye.
God bless.